everybody. Welcome to AZW's In the Zone. I am your host extraordinaire, the greatness that is DDB. And joining me, if you haven't watched this before, this is a roundtable discussion where we talk anything and everything pro wrestling, not just here in AZW, but all over the world. And joining me today are three esteemed, prestigious guests. Starting to my far right, he is one half of Invincible. He is the knockout Kory Oliver. Welcome, Kory Oliver, to In the Zone.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
It's actually good afternoon, but that's right, you're invincible.
Yeah.
Next to him, we have our very own referee, calls it right down the middle, Arthur Pinpin.
I love the theme music, by the way. I love the new theme music.
Thank you very much, Arthur. And of course, to my right, he is the Sexy Aleki.
You're what?
Your favorite wrestler.
Thank you. I even got my little prompt on there.
There you go. So, well, I'm going to start things off here. AZW, we're kind of grinding down. We're heading down to the final stretch here, 2012. So I want to just go one by one, starting with you, Kory. What are your thoughts on AZW in 2012? How's it been? How would you grade it? And how do you want us to end it?
Something big. I don't know. One belt is nice. Maybe two belts would be good for me.
So you're just talking about you personally?
Yeah, me,
you want
for me. Way to hog it.
What about you, Arthur?
So you're going to be both AZW Tag Team Champions?
Yeah.
I see that. Tagging
Like that
yourself.
dementia guy.
I don't know. I think it's going great. It's been a really good year so far. I mean, we have a lot of new wrestlers that debuted, I believe, at the Eva Mackay. So I wasn't able to make it. Sorry if
Didn't
that's
notice.
something.
That's right. It's a great way to help out with the fundraiser, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some new debuts. We had a lot of debuts. What about you, Aleki, the Sexy Aleki?
Thank you.
What have been some of your favorite memories of 2012, and how do you see we ending the year? How does AZW end the year?
2012.
2011, going into 2012.
I've been wondering that for a while. Favorite memories? Yeah. Not much. Laying Chris Kavanaugh off. One of my favorites.
Laying him off?
You fired him?
Did you fire him?
He's fired,
Did he work
bro.
for you?
He's fired. He's gone.
The pink slip Chris
You didn't
Kavanaugh.
hear me when I was just... Sorry, Chris. You're fired. Get out of here.
Good luck in your future endeavors, Chris.
Yeah, good luck in your future endeavors. You're gone.
All right. And what about how do you think how do you see we ending the year?
Well, give me more people to whoop. That's all I know.
Whoop and fire.
Whoop and fire.
Yeah.
Give everyone best of luck to your future endeavors.
What has been a highlight for you, Arthur, in 2012? What has been as a fan, like just not even pulling yourself out, just kind of watching it on the outside looking in? What has been one of your favorite moments of 2011?
Oh my gosh. I honestly, I have to say the Matt Cross M-Dog 20 for all of you internet memers out there versus Jeff Cobb. That was really like an amazing match to be a part of. I was lucky to be the referee for it, and I think it'd be great to have like more guest indie stars like that to come in and just
Well, we did have Insane Kelly Zane.
Yes, we did.
You wasn't there for that one, but Insane Kelly Zane.
I missed it.
And then we also had Gamma Singh. Gamma Singh. Gamma.
Radiation.
And then, of course, we had the return of the Sexy Aleki and Kory Oliver to AZW in 2011.
He got excited. Did you see that? He's like, oh.
He got excited for you.
Don't get excited for me.
What about you, Kory? Not counting any of your personal memory, what has been a highlight of 2012? Not counting your return and winning the tag titles.
The newspapers.
Us being in the newspaper?
Yeah.
We got everybody in the newspaper, didn't we?
Not everyone. We're missing maybe one person. Oh, no.
Who are we not missing in the
I
newspaper?
don't know. No, we're missing more than one. I wasn't in it.
Well, you wasn't there yet.
Oh.
Who are we missing? Billy Zane?
Billy Zane?
Billy Zane?
Billy Zane.
Yeah.
What?
Bald Dove, baby. Bald Dove.
Pretty shiny.
Billy Zane.
I think he was pretty shiny too up on the top area.
Shiny. Speaking of shiny, Arthur Pinpin. So as a ref, right? So you said you enjoyed calling the M-Dog Jeff Cobb match. What has been a match that you did not enjoy calling this year?
I did not enjoy.
Or maybe in general, what has been your least favorite match to call?
In general. I can't really pick one that was really bad. I mean, they're all really
What about the
Yeah,
time
it's
when you
great to be
came
part
out
of
to make a count and you got hit in the head with a kendo stick?
Gosh, I
Was
don't
that-
remember that. I
You
was
don't remember
completely
that?
gone.
Oh, I wish you could just go to a clip right now to see it. Yeah, like he came out to make a count because Richard was out cold, and then Kenjiro just literally ran up behind him and just clocked him in the back of right in the skull.
Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened. I better get him
That
down
why
the
it's
middle.
shiny.
I don't know if you still get the scar there, but
I don't know. Looks like he has some Neosporin all over.
Really?
that's the best you
Really?
got, Sexy Aleki? Neosporin, really?
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 All right.
Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you. You could use it. Oh, close up on the hat.
There you go. Show his hat. He never wanted to shy away from mugging to the camera, right?
Mugging TKO's here.
Wow.
As the show degenerates, folks. All right, I didn't say I had the best 3 guests on the show. I just said I had 3 guests. All right, moving on, guys. Moving on. All right. So you mentioned some of the indie stars. Who's somebody that hasn't been in AZW that you would like to see in AZW that hasn't been here yet?
I couldn't name any like U.S. indie stars, but I really want to have Dragon Gate back. Dragon Gate.
That you haven't seen.
Ichiban, number 1.
Yeah, like
Haven't seen
who from Dragon Gate that hasn't wrestled for us yet? That
Cybercon.
Ricochet.
Pac.
Yeah.
Ricochet?
Ricochet versus Pac.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one.
Ricochet versus
No.
Pac
Could
Versus-
happen.
Versus Jeff Cobb.
versus Jeff Cobb,
Versus the Sexy Aleki.
refereed by.
Arthur
Pinpin.
There you go.
Just keep
Let's
getting
make
I
it
don't know,
happen.
if we put
Away.
Arthur Pinpin in a ring with Dragon Gate, he might not even. He might
He
just
might not
cry.
even count.
He
He
might
might
just
just
stand there and
walk.
be like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in the history of wrestling. I love AZW." Oh wait, that's Richard.
Oh.
All right. Here's something that. So, what are some things you guys are looking for? Like as we go into the next year, 2012. What are some things you hope to see, or like if you had like a wish list of things to happen in 2012, just in general for the company, maybe for yourselves as well. Start with you, the Sexy Aleki.
I'd like to see more indie stars, like you said. Dragon Gate would be one of Arthur's best wishes. And I like to see indie stars from just all over. It's always nice to work with them, watch them, get a feel of everyone's different abilities. And that's one of the funnest things for me, is working on the indie stars, working on the stars in general.
Arthur.
Me? I want for 2012, that's a question, right?
That is the
No,
question.
I'd like all of
it was
our
a
like
statement.
our core fan base to all like bring at least one new person to come and enjoy, AZW live, because you can see it on Olelo on demand. You can see it on
Every
some
Tuesday
YouTube-
night
on
at
YouTube
9 p.m. on
AZWY.
Channel 52. Yeah.
Yes, and but it's so much different live, and I know some people who I've talked to after some recent shows that it was their first live event, and it blew them away. And I know that with the Eva Mackay middle show, I remember hearing, just seeing like on the Facebook, I think, does AZW have a Facebook?
.com.
I mean, forget Facebook, forget that. YouTube, AZW Hawaii. Then, just like, new fans were born in that show. And new fans are born at every show, so bring a friend.
We have a hospital.
Yeah, this was kind of funny. Like, you get people always going, "Hey, bring in Dragon Gate. Bring this guy in. Bring that guy in." It's like, well, come to the shows and support us so that we can bring those kind of guys in. It's not, it's not like, a drop in a bucket. Like, I want Pac here. Pac is here. So if you want to see the stars, you got to come out and support AZW. You got to support the stars that we have now. And then we can talk about bringing in other guys. Ain't that right, Kory Oliver? I brought you in from Sacramento. Wait, I did.
True.
I don't know where I got the Sexy Aleki from.
All over, from Hawaii to Florida.
But yeah, I mean, go ahead. What about for you?
I'd like to see us travel.
Yes.
Yes.
Like where?
Anywhere, just to get the name
Why
out more.
not?
Sacramento.
Why not? We've been there. We do the free shows up at Waianae Boys and Girls Club.
Kahuku.
Koku, maybe.
Even that too, like I get people go, "Oh man, when are you guys gonna get a show in town so we can come and watch down?" As if we live so far, like we're in Hawaii where everything is no more than 2 hours away, at the most.
That's with traffic.
Yeah, with traffic. So it's like, can you make it closer to me so I can like just walk? It's like, where's your backyard? I'll do a show right there. Right? Where do you live, Arthur? We'll do a show in your backyard. Just move the chicken coops and everything like that. We can do a show. Yeah, so some people, it's always something, right? It's like, oh, your shows are on Saturdays? Oh, if it was on a Monday night, I would come. It is Monday night.
Monday.
Oh. You know, so it's like always something with people, but you just got to get off the couch and come to the shows. Like Arthur says, it's nothing like watching it live. It's a whole different experience watching it live. You know, the TV, as great as it is, it doesn't do it justice. Isn't that right?
Yep.
Absolutely, that's right, guys. Come on, have some conviction.
Absolutely.
Come on, put some bass in your voice, guys. Come on.
Yes.
Oh,
Completely uncensored.
Better.
Uncensored.
uncensored. Like that scalp. Uncensored and shiny. I'm sorry I'm coming back to it, but cameraman, if you can just get a shot of the scalp. Come on.
Wait.
If you look real close, you can see a sign that says, place ad here.
Right.
It's like a Buddha.
All right. Moving on. All right. One thing I did want to ask. Okay. Now, three of you right here, you guys are three of the most arrogant, cocky people in AZW. That's you too, Arthur.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. You're very arrogant.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask you, what does it take? You know, like when you see guys trying to get a reaction from a crowd, and they're trying to get the crowd to love them or hate them. What do you do? What are some of the things you like to do to kind of generate the reaction? What are some of your little tricks of the trade, if you don't mind sharing secrets of pro wrestling? Go ahead.
It's always a lot of the time I'll pick one person to pick on, and no matter what's happening, if I say something, I'll keep picking on them. But when I'm getting my butt whooped, that's also the first person I look at and I'm like, oh dang, my butt's getting whooped, and they'll be the first one up and out of the chair. So, a little trick of the trade on the secret for me. Arthur Pinpin.
Really?
That makes no sense whatsoever. Like, wait, they get up and they leave the show?
No, that's my fan.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
No.
Let's get it straight.
Like when I start getting my butt whooped, to be the first one up and cheering for the other guy, and they'd be happy I'm getting my butt whooped.
So you're not afraid to show ass?
No.
Not Chris Kavanaugh style.
Oh no, I'll kick it.
Yeah.
No, I'll be proud if I get one fan to hate me a show, like legit hate me.
Okay. That's good. That's the whole point.
Because I hate them. So. Arthur Pinpin.
I hate you too.
Oh.
I don't know.
Thanks.
I don't.
Chinese.
What? I mean, I call it right down the middle. I mean,
Really?
if a wrestler suggests that somebody in the audience is trying to get in, I'll turn and look because I want to make sure. I want to keep all the action in the ring.
Yeah, that's where someone gets low blow behind your back.
Is that what happens?
Maybe. Or a kendo stick.
I wouldn't know. I'm just making sure nobody jumps in.
I gotta admit, he's absolutely correct. He does not like to pick sides. I mean, he would literally stand on the other side of the Philcom or wherever we're at, and the brawl's on the other side, and he'll just stand there and watch, and he'll look at me like, yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should break it up or something. Get him back in the ring or do a count or something. I don't know. I've never been a ref. But I've been told there's a 10 count. Just saying. That's what Richard told me. As he wore his leather jacket, he told me that.
Ah, yes.
Jump for the flying toe.
But that's true. You can't really take sides. You really can't antagonize the crowd as well. But how do you feel sometimes? Because the crowd does give it to you, and the refs do kind of hear it from the crowd. I mean, do you take that personally? I mean, do you go home and like hug the pillow? I mean,
oh yeah, I'm like just crying in the shower. All my clothes just, my striped shirt in a
crying
trash can
game
on
shower?
fire. No, the Ace Ventura one.
Do you sing in the shower?
That's a parody of the crying game shower.
I've heard of it. I wasn't born.
But yeah, I mean, seriously, do you take it personal? Like, how do you take it when you get kind of razzed on by the fans for missing a cheap shot, or maybe counting a 3 when the guy got his shoulder up? I mean, because it's human error, right?
That's happened? I just call it how I see it. I just call it how I see it. Hey, if you think you can do a better job, then come here and take my job. Take my job, really.
Please take his job.
Do it, please. Take it.
No,
be here.
Take his job.
Just take it.
Like, we really want you to take his job.
Best of future
Down
endeavors.
the middle on the right side.
How about
Please,
you?
Let Aleki give me the pink slip. Let him slip me the pink.
What?
What?
Just cut
Moving
him
on.
off.
Moving on. See what happens when you keep it on somebody too long? That's like a skit. You know, like when you watch SNL or these skits and it's like the skit just ran too long. Never let Arthur talk for too long.
Just give him the
things
pink.
happen. All right, let's take Kory and try not to keep it too long.
He ain't
How
getting
about
no
you?
pink.
And what was the question?
Absolutely. He's a great job of paying attention. But they call him invincible, but that's about it. No, the question was basically like the reaction. How do you feel about the reaction? Like, how do you go about getting the reaction? Do you care what people think?
Not really. I just hope that they kick my ass first.
Who, the fans?
No, whoever I'm.
Or is that Kaniala on the phone?
Oh, yeah.
Time for class? Is it time for class? What
Yeah.
is that?
It's class.
Answer the phone. You're on the air.
No,
Let's go.
I'm good.
It's like,
Shut up.
you know what they're saying? You talk too much.
Yeah.
That's like somebody giving you a text like, shut up.
Did you text him?
That could be, maybe that's Carl saying, dude, I asked you to be on the show. Now you're making me look bad. Carl. God, that is why he probably wasn't on the show all this time. Jeez, what's next? Jetta Kuma on the show? Come on. Oh, man. You know that's not going to happen.
Nope.
All right, moving on. Like, I don't have cards, so you guys can spell, but I want to do some word association, okay? So I'm going to just say something, and you think of the first thing that comes to your mind. Then when I bring it to you, you say it out loud to the camera, all right? If you want to imaginary write it on an imaginary card, you can feel free to do that. All right, here we go.
Shiny.
You guys ready?
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
here we go. First thing that comes to your head, okay, when I say the name. TKO.
Cajun.
Stick.
What?
Chicken.
Cajun stick chicken.
Pretty good.
That sounds like his favorite place to eat.
Cajun stick chicken.
All right, okay, next. Oh, that was pretty quick, guys. God, it takes a bit longer when you guys have to spell. Cajun.
How do you spell that?
K.
KFC. K-A-J.
I didn't ask the host. I'm filling in for Felipe and Kaimana. So I'm third string in here. All right, moving on. Okay, next. Okay, let's take it. You guys ready? Just wait for it. Sabaki.
Purple.
Bombardier.
Ice cream.
Purple Bombardier ice cream.
Bombardier? Is that
That's the 31st flavor, right? Bombardier.
is that what it is? I thought that was is that like a marching band kind of deal?
Sure.
Like I haven't been in bands, so I don't know. So
I thought that was a dog.
all right, next one. Your high school.
Red and blue?
Co-ed.
Waianae?
What?
Huh?
You ain't gone to
Who?
Waianae.
St. Louis?
You would never wear that hat if you went to Waianae.
I never could wear a hat at St. Louis.
Like, I don't even drive into Waianae. You crazy?
The only time to go to Waianae is for your shows.
Which are free, by the way.
That one, I don't pick on any crowd members.
So what school?
Hmm?
What school?
St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Crusaders.
Oh, yeah. What, you care to say the year?
06.
Oh, you were just a little pup.
Little pup. I wasn't born yet.
How about you, Arthur?
Verlater Age. Damien. Woo!
Oh,
Monarchs.
Co-ed.
So what was your one word?
One word. Monarchs.
Woot. And Kory Oliver?
Invincible.
Invincible High?
Yeah.
What school is that?
St. Louis.
That's St. Louis? You guys both went to the same
That's the
school? Same
only
year?
thing we can...
Mr.
Oh,
Fiend.
03.
Mr. Fiend.
Oh, you guys were in the same, but you guys know each other from school?
No, never
not
seen him
really.
before.
Who was cooler in school?
I was.
I think he was.
He was.
Told you.
Who's cooler now?
I am.
I think maybe. He might be.
He might still be cool.
Definitely.
But who's invincible?
This guy.
But who's sexy? This
That
guy.
guy. Who's over this show? This guy.
Not Carl.
Wait, they have a St. Louis in Sacramento.
Yeah.
All right.
They got
I don't even know what to say anymore, folks. Like, if I was Kaimana, I would just probably just play with my mohawk. If I was Felipe, I would just play with my Banana Republic shirt.
V-neck.
I don't know. V-neck, extra small. Because it makes the pecs look big,
Girls
right?
section. Women's section.
Right.
See
All
those
right.
pecs?
But I did want to ask. I do have actually a serious question for all you guys here. Okay. What would you say, coming in before you started training, right? and you had, you had these thoughts of what wrestling was and what you could do. What was the first like eye opener when you got into wrestling, like that totally changed? Like, okay, this is not what I thought it would be like. Like, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be something that was like rough or hard or anything, but like just something that perception coming in and reality now that you're in wrestling. Because everybody gets an idea of what they think wrestling is, and then they get involved in it, and then they're like, oh, I had no idea,
Well,
Anybody?
for me, it's probably going to be a little bit different than everyone else because my dad was a wrestler before, so just being around the wrestling all my life, it was, I knew what to expect come a tryout. I knew what would happen. I knew people would try to break me in. But one of the reality checks was actually flying up to the mainland and seeing how people work there, and just a difference in styles, because Hawaii and mainland styles is way different. So there it's just more slow and more,
Like old school kind of?
it depends where you go. Depends where you go. Definitely down in Florida it's a lot more old school, especially when you got all the old school guys watching.
Running it, yeah.
And then when they run it, they're like, son, you should have whooped his ass. Sorry, I thought I did. I won.
But you tell them, but I picked a guy in the audience, and I got that person to hate me. Victory.
So,
No, like,
you're supposed to get 2 of them.
So it was just more like the different pacing, the different style of matches at different territories and stuff like that. Different areas.
And just the whole thought process on how things should be done, and just them ripping you a new hole after every match. You can have a perfect match, and they're still.
Oh, if you know any old timer, any veteran, you'll never have a perfect match or a good match or a great match. They'll find anything wrong. But I think that's good though. You should always look at improving every match. Because once you had the best match ever, then you should just retire because there's nothing left to go. So you got to always constantly improve. What about you, Arthur?
Well, actually, I've been a fan of like wrestling for years, like probably since maybe as I was born. Because I remember 1983 hearing about the Hogan versus Andre match. I mean, that's everybody's like that was a dream match. But
in '87.
Was it really 87?
Yeah, it was WrestleMania 3
I'm sorry.
in 1987.
I really wasn't born then.
Yeah, I wasn't born yet. I wasn't born yet.
None
So
of you guys was born yet.
No, I really wasn't.
But anyway, just like I played the video games. I played a lot of the video games, from WrestleMania the arcade in the old gray NES to WWE Warzone on the PlayStation to all the SmackDown versus Raw and all their incarnations up to like this last year. And everything you see on TV is completely different once you walk in like through the AZW doors, because I'm just a referee, but I've done the training too, and it will kick your ass. It will kick your ass. I can say ass.
You just did.
I just did.
No sense asking after the fact.
I just asked
With it
But leave
again.
it at that. No, don't move on to the bigger words. Just keep it simple.
Okay, but I mean, it will like really. I mean, there are people who talk about how they're big athletes in different sports in high school or in college, or just off on the side, and when they come in, they don't last. They don't last like 2 or 3 weeks even, not even like the first training. So it really is just like every single wrestler that you see in the ring put like blood, sweat, and tears just to be in between the ropes. So that's why I guess that's why Richard Hamasaki, senior official, will tackle anybody who tries to like get into the square circle without earning it. So basically, you gotta earn it. You just gotta earn that spot to be there. So.
Oh, it's a good thing it's a half an hour show.
Right.
That's
I was like,
that answer.
Dang, is the show over?
Corey Oliver, you got 2 seconds now because he took up all your time. No, go ahead. What about for you? Like, what is some of your things that kind of your eye openers, I guess you could say?
It's not fake. Trust me, I know I had the handprints all over the here.
And they were not from the ladies.
No, that would be that guy over there. Yeah, it's not fake. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why, did you have a perception of it being like really easy and corny and fake that you could do it no problem and not get hurt? Did you really think that way?
A little bit so. I mean, everybody thinks that way, but so it changes once you get in the ring.
See, I never thought that. I was like, man, those guys are tough. No, just because I had stories, because back, you know, like how you talk about the old
Yeah.
guys back in the days, they used to always go to the bars and drink, and then, like, I remember I used to hear stories, like, with my dad then, and they used to go to the bars and drink, and they got into it with some of the old-time wrestlers, and they talked about how they pounded these guys, the wrestlers got pounded from my dad then. That's how we roll.
Why not? That's why.
But yeah, no, like, and he was talking about how they kept coming, and like they wouldn't go down and stuff like that, and then he would watch them on TV, and then they would be like, that's when he respected it more, because he'd sit on TV and be like, man, they could take better shots than that. Like, he's going down with one punch. I hit him with a chair and, you know, a bottle. And I threw him into a, you know, no, but, yeah. I just made that up, guys. Or did I? But yeah,
maybe.
I mean.
Maybe not.
That was my I mean, so I never, no, but then there were some things when I got involved for the first time was kind of like, oh, okay, I see. But for the most part, I think when I used to do matches with my G.I. Joes and stuff like that, kind of how I did them was kind of how it goes, man. Like they had injuries, you know what I mean? They got injured too, yeah. And sometimes if the thing snapped off, career ender. And then the other G.I. Joe would come on TV the next week and talk about how he took that guy out, and he took him out. Did you know one of my? Why are you guys laughing for? It's all true.
I know.
G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle. So if you guys ever wonder, man, DDB, how do you come up with all these ideas in AZW? How did you make AZW work and all the other promotions in Hawaii failed? They didn't play with G.I. Joes. That's right.
They played at Barbie.
All right, any final thoughts as we wrap it up here in the zone? Because you guys were absolutely wonderful.
So, well, thank you. No sexy?
Mr. Wonderful.
No.
Don't worry, this will be the highest rated show. Just letting you know.
I know someone that will like it.
All right, on that riveting note, for the knockout Kory Oliver, for Arthur Pinpin, and the Sexy Aleki, your favorite wrestler, I'm DDB saying thank you for tuning in. Don't forget you can watch us every Tuesdays, and I'm gone till later on.